Now that we're done debulking the top, we can move on to our clipper over comb method and begin to blend into the parietal ridge. Using your horizontal cuts to debulk is very critical, and using your vertical cuts to blend is very critical. I'm also going back to my previous guards, like the 3 guard all the way open and the 2 guard all the way open, just so I could debulk and remove any weight lines I see. Now I'm detailing with my 1 guard all the way open and my no guard all the way open. With our 1 guard all the way closed, we're going to debulk the beard and make sure everything's nice and even. Now we're going to move on to the sideburns and begin to blend them. I'm starting off with my no guard all the way open and creating my second guideline. Now I'm going to use my trimmers to line up the back of the beard and make it as crispy as possible. I'm also going slow to make sure that the hair feeds into the teeth of the trimmer. Now we're going back to the fade and we're going to detail as much as possible near the parietal ridge. Moving on to the back, we're going to use our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. We are right on top of the occipital bone, so you want to make sure you spend more time here. If you're not sure what the occipital bone is, it's the bone that protrudes in the back of the head. Sometimes it either leaves dark spots or dents into the head, or also it makes an illusion of a bump or a dark hill. So you blending that out and making it as smooth as possible, blending into the rest of the haircut, is very important. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to our 1 guard all the way open and create our third guideline. Now we're right above the occipital bone, so we're also going to spend more time here to make sure it's nice and smooth. Once we're done softening up that line with the 1 guard, we're going to move on to the half guard and erase it completely. Make sure to use the corners and the lever of the half guard to help you erase that initial guideline. Now that we're done with our lower guards, we can move on to our 2 guard all the way open and flick out as much as possible while feeding the hair into the clipper with our comb. Remember that we're going to use this guard to soften up this line and get ready for the 1.5 guard. Now that we're done softening up the line with the 2 guard, we can move on to the 1.5 guard and erase the line completely. Sometimes there's still a faint line after using your 1.5 guard, so switching over to your 1 guard all the way open and using its corners would definitely help you lighten that up. Now that we're done with our 2 guard, we can move on to our clipper of a comb and blend in the parietal ridge. Now that we're done with the fade, we can move on to the front line and start off in the middle, working our way to the sides using our Goat FX. I always make sure I go slow enough that the hair feeds into the teeth of the trimmer, because if not, then the hair is going to shift and then you won't line them up properly. You always want to try and keep those corners and vertical bars as natural as possible. I don't like when people go too in and make them at a cute angle. After being very gentle on the mustache, we're moving on to the bottom of the beard, or we're going to make it as crispy as possible. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys want to support the channel, go ahead and leave a super thanks down below or follow the Instagram. Now that we're done with the fade, we can move on to the Turkish razor and Derby Premium blade to make them as crispy as possible. But before we do that, we're going to apply some shave gel so that our blade can glide better. When you're using your razor, you always want to make sure you keep it at a 45-degree angle and stretch the skin as much as possible with your opposite hand. This lowers the likelihood of you cutting someone.